Kerman is an oasis city. It's surrounded by some of the world's most sparse desert land. I'm on the road from Yas. Outside, the temperature is soaring into the high 40s, but here, inside the comfort of reliable transportation, it's an easy passage. The road is as straight as the eye can see. The only thing you have to look out for are the camels. Stretching from a cypress forest, the city road winds down a wall of hills into the main square. The city square is surrounded by carpet shops and handicraft traders. Kerman has a bustling bazaar, one of the biggest in Iran, where a vast range of clothing, jewellery and household items change hands every day. This is the outside facade for the main bazaar, which stretches for 3 kilometres. It's built in the Persian style, with the wide sweeping domes and these fine ceramics. And over here, you'll find the copper workers hammering away, providing products for the stalls inside. Nearby, the pace is a lot slower and relaxed in a traditional tea house. Not far from Kerman is the famous castle of Bam. The castle is in remarkably good condition, considering that it was built more than 2,000 years ago. The castle fortress was built more than 2,000 years ago, and at any one time was occupied by 30,000 people. Now, this main fortified wall runs for 6 kilometres and posed a formidable obstacle for any invading force. Bam was a fortress city that survived a 4-year siege 700 years ago. Over the centuries, the population living in the castle dropped away to a few hundred and was finally abandoned. In its heyday, Bam was a 10,000 square metre symbol of affluence. Marco Polo visited the castle and had an entrance gate named after him. There was a common area where thousands of villagers lived together in mud brick houses. There was also enclosures for horses and camels. A high wind tunnel cooled the inside compound and also provided a fast escape hatch during times of siege. A vast storage area was set aside where grains and salt were stored for several years. BAM has become one of Iran's major attractions. Repairs to this national monument have been given a high priority. The Prince's Garden, resplendent with water fountains and high tall forest trees, is a modern example of man-made natural splendour. Flanked by rows of cypress trees, the gardens are surrounded by acres of fruit orchards. Built just over 100 years ago, these landscape water gardens comprise 12 cascades which drop 18 metres from a mountain base.
This is the perfect symbol of Persian civilization, because we have, at least for 4,000 years old, the age of history of Iran. So you can see, many different monuments of different dynasties.
The territory that surrounds Kerman is the homeland of the great Sufi poet and Islamic teacher Shah Ni'matullah Vali, whose tomb is contained inside a towering mosque. From the mosque tower, the late afternoon sun-glint view of the mountains is a picture of serenity. Journeying through Iran, there is a defining sense of contrasts, the old and the new, mountain peaks and low valleys, towering forests and the sparse desert land. There's something special, mystical, almost magical about the deserts here in Iran, particularly after the rain. The atmosphere is almost surreal in the wide open spaces and the air is so crisp. It's a great time to get to know the inner self. But I'll give you a little tip. Don't get lost in the desert.
When travelling to Iran, you can contact the following numbers for assistance.